This is True Girl, a podcast for girls and their moms. I'm Claire Black. We're about to explore God's truth together, one drive at a time. Welcome to a new podcast season. We're going to explore a really important topic, purity. Do you know what the word pure means? It means clean. For instance, pure white is a white that has no hint of another color, or dirt, or anything else in it. For a Christian, purity is about having a clean heart that loves what is right and good. And let me say this right from the start. Purity isn't about being perfect. In fact, purity isn't something we do at all. It's something God creates in us. Over the next few weeks, you're going to spend a lot of time in Psalm 51, verse 10. The first part of it says, "Create in me a clean heart, O God." Today, Dannah and Suzy are heading out on an adventure to the crystal clear waters of Belize. What they see there will help us understand what it means to have a heart that is truly pure. This season, we're taking a deep dive into purity. And in this episode, we're going to learn that purity helps us see Jesus clearly. Here's Suzy.
Dannah, how many planes are we taking today?
I don't know. I think I've lost count. 3, 4?
Because I just need to say, they keep getting smaller. Like, each plane is a downgrade. This feels like flying in a tin can.
Well, it does have, character.
Character. I can see every bolt in this thing. I feel like if I reach out, I could tighten one, and I think they need tightening. I'm just saying, maybe we should have been like those other tourists, you know, the ones who stayed safely on the mainland of Belize.
Oh, no, Suze, you are not gonna miss what I have planned. We are headed to Ambergris Cay.
Okay, wait. Say that again.
Ambergris Cay.
Ambergris
Cay, spelled C-A-Y-E. Basically, it's a tiny island made up of sand and coral.
So we left solid ground to go to a smaller piece of sand?
Exactly.
Great. I love that for us. Okay, but listen, I know you're a fantastic snorkeler, Dannah, but the water down there, it's beautiful. Like, I've never seen blue like that before. I mean, honestly, the water is fine right here on the coast.
Suzy, we're no longer on the coast, and maybe you should look down again.
I am looking. Wait, what?
Do you see it?
It's not even blue anymore. It's completely clear.
Yes. You can actually see through it.
Is that seaweed over there?
It is a patch of seaweed. And look, you can even see its movement in the water.
That is wild. I mean, we are way up here. Well, not actually way up here. Have I mentioned how small this plane is?
Yes, more than once. Oh, look over there.
Wait, no, where?
Yeah, that group right there.
No way. Are those
stingrays?
A whole bunch of them. Well, don't know if you knew this, but they're otherwise known as a fever.
Oh.
Little trivia fact for you.
A fever?
Yeah, because when they all get together, there's a frenzy of activity. A fever.
So true. Well, I just learned something new.
Wow. We can actually see stingrays from this high up.
Yeah, isn't that incredible?
What on earth will we see when we put that snorkel gear on and get our heads under the water?
Well, more than you can even imagine. Ambergris Cay is right next to the Belize Barrier Reef. It's one of the largest reefs in the world. And the water here is so clear, sometimes you can see like 100 feet down.
Wow.
Prepare to be amazed. Coral gardens, stingrays, sea turtles, even sharks. It's like looking through glass.
Okay, now I get why we didn't stay on the mainland.
Yep, the water here is pure. There's very little to block your view. You're about to have the best snorkel experience of your life.
The purity of the water lets you see clearly. Huh. That kind of makes me think about something. Let me grab my Bible here in my backpack. Oh, look, there's my sunglasses. I definitely thought I had lost. And some peanut butter crackers. Yum, those are for later. There it is, my travel Bible. Okay, let's see. I think in 1 John there's something about seeing Jesus clearly and purity.
Oh, yes. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's 1 John 3, 2 and 3.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite passages in the whole Bible, Suzy. God used those verses to help me once. They are very special to me because I was a little confused about purity.
Yeah, I want to hear about that. But first, let me read these verses. Dear friends, we are already God's children, but he has not yet shown us what we will be like when Christ appears. But we do know that we will be like him, for we will see him as he really is. And all who have this eager expectation will keep themselves pure, just as he is pure.
Yes. I love those words.
So let's think about them. So in simple terms, if you belong to Jesus, you're already God's child, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he's still changing you. Like he's making you more like him. And one day, we'll be able to see Jesus clearly and really be like him because we will be pure, like he is.
Yes. Oh, I love that thought.
And it's just like the water down there. We can see clearly.
Because it's pure.
Right.
Now, the word purity in terms of water is so easy to understand.
Yeah, I'd rather snorkel in pure water, especially now that I see it.
Yeah, and I'd rather drink a bottle of clear, pure water than a cup of muddy water.
A true fact.
But when it comes to understanding what the word purity means to us in our Christian life, it can be a little, I guess, challenging to understand. It can be confusing. At least it was for me.
Okay, tell me.
Well, the word purity makes us think of perfection.
Mm-hmm.
And that's actually great when it comes to a bottle of water or snorkeling spots. But when we talk about Christian purity, we end up thinking that we have to achieve perfection.
Oh, meaning we'd never sin.
Yeah. And I mean, it's easy to think that to be pure, we can never have or have had impure behavior, like cheating on a test or lying, I mean, just for example. Or I guess it would be even fair to say that we think we have to never have seen anything impure to be pure.
Like bad words or videos on the internet?
Yeah, like that.
So here's the problem. Who among us is perfect? Not me.
Well, me either. I mean, I sin pretty much every day. I already did today. And sometimes I do see or hear things that are not pure, even when I'm not looking for it, or even when I'm trying not to.
Yeah, ditto.
Well, anyway, here's what I'm trying to say. I was once confused. I felt impure because I sinned, but at the same time, I really wanted to be pure.
That does sound conflicting.
It was. But then one day I was reading my Bible, and 1 John 3, those words you just read, kind of stopped me in my tracks. They just popped off the page at me. And it was like God was gently showing me, Dannah, you don't have to try harder to be pure all on your own. And I realized purity isn't something we earn by being really good or always thinking good thoughts. It's something God gives us as he makes us more like Jesus. And that let me stop trying so hard. I stopped working for purity.
Well, let me play the devil's advocate here. That could and has convinced some people to live carelessly. Like they follow anything they want or desire to have because they think, well, Jesus is going to fix this.
Well, true. But here's what 1 John 3 also taught my heart. We should long to be pure. I read those verses. It was like God was also affirming, Dannah, it's also really good to want to be pure, even though you can't do it on your own.
That must have felt better.
Oh, much. Because I realized the reason I want to be pure is because Jesus is pure, and a Christian always wants to be more like him. And the reason we want that is so we can see him more clearly.
Cue the stingrays in the pure water.
Exactly. And you know what? Maybe that's why I like snorkeling so much. That pure water lets me see everything God made clearly. And my testimony is that the more I've allowed God to purify my heart, my mind, the more I do see Jesus more clearly. I mean, with every sin I confess, I can trust the forgiveness and cleansing of Jesus. And I know I'm clean because of what Jesus has done. And, well, then I understand Jesus and his truth more easily when that happens.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, but also, I look back and I can see there were times it was hard for me to see Jesus because my sin made my vision cloudy. It was like snorkeling in the murky brown water off of the New Jersey coast. Have you ever noticed how gross that water is?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you'd stick your face in that water and you'd be like, am I snorkeling, or did that just dunk my head in iced coffee?
Exactly. You know, you can't see clearly when the view is obstructed by impurity.
Oh, speaking of seeing clearly, Dannah, what is all that action in the water over there by the boats?
That's Shark Ray Alley. We're going there tomorrow.
I'm sorry, Shark Ray what now?
Shark Ray Alley, yeah. We're gonna go swim in that.
And what exactly is that?
Sharks and rays.
Oh, cool. So just a casual swim in a shark party?
Yeah, that's the plan.
You know, I think I'll just go ahead and keep all my limbs in the boat tomorrow, if you don't mind.
Oh,
or maybe just keep all my limbs.
Trust me, you're gonna want to get in there, and I'm gonna do everything between now and then to convince you of it. In the meantime, hand me one of those peanut butter crackers.
Sure thing. Oh, hey, that reminds me of a good dad joke.
Yeah?
Why did the peanut butter cracker take a vacation? Because it was feeling spread too thin. Sorry.
Yeah, that was a dad joke.
So, you don't make yourself pure by trying harder. It's something God creates in you. When you don't feel pure, you can pray like the writer of Psalm 51, verse 10. Create in me a clean, or pure, heart, O God. I know this topic is complex, but it's really important, and that's why Dannah has been teaching about purity for a really long time. In fact, she just re-released a book called And the Bride Wore White. She wrote it for teen girls, so maybe it would be good for your older sister. And Dannah shares 7 truths that help a young woman live in purity. This book will help you understand God's design for your heart, your mind, and your body, and how Jesus brings real freedom, no matter your past. Your mom can find that book, along with other resources for tween and teen girls, at mytruegirl.com. And what are those other resources? One of them is the True Girl subscription box. When you sign up for that, we'll ship daily devos, mom-daughter dates, and a whole box of discipleship tools. We'll send them to you every 60 days. Check it out. Again, that's at mytruegirl.com. Hey, be sure to come back next time to see if Dannah convinces Suzy to get in the water with the sharks. You'll also learn why it's so important to understand and pursue purity in your life. The True Girl Podcast is a production of Revive Our Hearts, calling women of all ages to freedom, fullness, and fruitfulness in Christ.